what's up, y'all? Shawn here with unpolished pinstripes, brand new Yankees podcast. Make sure to follow us on all social media. Do me a big favor, brand new. So hit that subscribe button. All right, let's get this thing growing. Let's keep the Yankees positivity momentum moving forward. As you can see, this is episode 1 of many to come. I am your host. I am your co-host, I am your producer, I am your video editor, I'm everything all wrapped into one. Now, as you can see, I got space on both sides of me here, right? So, hey, maybe I get a co-host at some point, maybe we get a producer, but right now, man, I'm self-made, I'm doing this on my own, so we're going to be rocking and rolling. So, tune in as far as podcasts go, video cast, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to be doing these after every series. We'll do series recaps. Might do some random ones here and there. Social media, sharing out a bunch of fun stuff. Twitter, sharing out a bunch of fun stuff. Check us out. Unpolished Pinstripes. Make it happen. All right. Diving in to the series against the Guardians. Everybody knows them as the Cleveland Indians from last year. Guardians now. It was funny watching Michael K because he slipped up like 8 times saying, it's okay, man, it happens. But it's the Guardians. Cleveland Guardians. Great series, fun series. I think a very important series. Obviously, every series is important. But for where the Yankees are at this year, coming off the last couple seasons, man, I think this has got the potential to be a super impactful series for everything going forward, right? So, real quick, we're going to go through the games. I got the stud of the series. I got the dud of the series. I got some what to watch for us going into the next series against Baltimore. All right, so game 1, we had Eli Morgan against Jameson Taillon. This was a game that Yanks ended up winning 4-1. Big notables. This was the Aaron Judge show, right? He homered twice. He had that crazy play throwing out the dude at third. So that was good to see. And kind of funny that was the Judge show after all the talk about the contract extensions and all that type of stuff, right? Negotiations there. But Judge made himself very well known, very well aware in that game. We also had an IKF, RBI single. He has been red hot. That's something to keep an eye on for sure. Obviously, a lot of talk in Yankees land with what happened this offseason. A lot of big name free agent shortstops out there. Everybody mad at the Yankees because they didn't go out and grab one. They grabbed IKF. Hey, I am a firm believer in positivity and supporting who we have. So we got IKF, and he's starting to shine, so let's get behind him. Let's let this hot streak keep riding, and hey, maybe at the end of the season we look back and say, you know what? Pretty smart Cashman after all. Taillon struck out 5 through 5 innings. We had Michael King going, phenomenal outing by Michael King. He went 3 innings. He fanned 8. He's currently got a 0.84 ERA. Chappie came in, got the save with 2 strikeouts. Again, 4-1 final score. That was game 1. Moving on to game 2, we had Quantrill versus Nestor. Nasty Nestor. Now this, to me, is something that I hope we can look back at with this game and be like, that's the game where we saw this change, this spark, this big push, man, because Nasty Nestor, what a game. He laid it all on the line this game. Nestor went 6.1, struck out 8, and dude laid his body on the line, right? We all saw that crazy slide. Now, personally, I actually think the dude was safe. Nestor would have gotten him out. Well, he did get him out, but he would have, officially by the books gotten him out if he didn't kind of have that stutter slide, because the original slide he took going head first, he had the momentum, he would have beat him, but he kind of caught up. I don't know if it's chin drag, but something dragged, which stopped him, and then he kind of had to do that last minute crawl reach or whatever. I think the dude was safe. But hey, they didn't challenge it, so Nestor gets rewarded for putting his body on the line. That was amazing to see. I think that's just a big rallying point for this team for the season going forward. That was awesome to see. Holmes to Green. Green let up 2. Blue was saved. Castro ended up getting the win. Again, name you're going to be hearing a bit right now is we have IKF coming through with another RBI single. We have Donaldson, right? He's been struggling a little bit. His bat's been a little bit iffy. He hit a solo shot. That was good to see. IKF, again, with an RBI double in the 9th. Setting up Gleyber coming off the bench. 9th inning. And he's, man, all the talk around Gleyber, right? Yo, Ninth inning, off the bench, coming in cold. IKF on second base. Gleyber comes through. He comes through. They call it a single. I think it would have been a double. But, hey, he drove in the game-winning walk-off run RBI. Amazing to see for Gleyber. I really hope that serves as a big confidence boost for him. Obviously, again, his name's been brought up plenty. Struggles defensively. Offensively, he's been struggling, and it's tough. Kid's young, so it's good to see, man, because he's had some big moments like this. So it's good to see him shine and come through there. 5-4, Yankees win that game. That was game 2. Game 3, we had Valley versus Cole. All right, so Coltrane coming through. Big game by Cole, by far his best start of this young season. He went 6.2 innings, struck out 9, didn't let up a run. Really, really good outing. Good to see Cole come back again early in the season. Big name, big paycheck, lots of talk. What's up with Cole? Spider Tack, can he do it? Can he not do it? Without it, what's going on? Hey, let's keep this going, Cole. Let's build. Weird spring training this year with the short season, short spring training. So, hey, it's a little bit of momentum. Now we just got to keep going, right, Cole? So follow this one up with a great next start. We'll be on the right path with you. And then Wandy to, butcher this dude's name, Marianacho. He did let up 2 runs in the ninth, but whatever. Yankees win this one 10-2. Big notables for this game. Rizzo, 2-run home run in the first. DJ LeMahieu, RBI double in the second. This is a big DJ game. Joey Gallo, great to see. Got his first RBI of the season. Got an RBI double. IKF with the sac fly. DJ with a 2-run home run in the sixth. Look, Castro, pitch hit for Aaron Judge. It was a blowout game. Well, Castro comes in. Of course, we have this dude for speed and defense. Man, and he plays his best Aaron Judge, and it's a 2-run home run in the eighth. So super cool to see, these role players kind of coming in and doing their thing. I like to see that. Again, 10-2 final score. Yankees sweep, 3-game sweep over the Guardians. All right, so with all that said, I got a series stud and I got a series dud for you. Now, series stud. Lots of potentials here. A lot of names that I've mentioned quite a few times. We had DJ, we had IKF, we had Cole coming through again. But man, look, I'm giving this one to Nasty Nestor. Now, starting pitcher, it's kind of hard sometimes to get a stud of the series because you're really only picking up one game, or are you? Because I think he had a big carryover effect, not only for that one game, but for that blowout game the next day. Huge. Nestor, just leaving it all out on the field. Which, dude, let's talk about Nestor for a second here, man, because this is a dude, he was a joke to everybody last season, right? And prior. And when he was on his roll and he's doing his funky little deliveries thing, I mean, yeah, it's fun to watch, and he is funny to watch, and everybody started looking forward to the Nestor show, but it was kind of one of those things, and I mentioned on the broadcast, like with Aaron Small years back, where he went on this crazy run. And then he kind of just, he couldn't replicate that. And I think a lot of people have been waiting for Nestor to fall. Last season, he had a couple starts in a row where kind of out of necessity with injuries last year, and he performed, right? And everybody's kind of like, oh, that's funny. This dude's got a funny delivery. His heater, he doesn't really throw that fast, but he kind of got something funky going on there. So you kind of expect that type of pitcher to kind of like come down. Man, that dude hasn't come down. He hasn't come down at all. If anything, he's just getting better. I love it. And you can tell he takes it seriously. And man, he went hard this offseason. He worked hard. He got himself in shape. And I like that he, put his body on the line, like completely gutting it out, knowing that his team needs this, right? He just guts it out, leaves his body on the line for the team. But then after the fact, when they're asking him in the post-game interview about that, and how a lot of his teammates were saying they didn't know that he had that in him, and he's like, guys, like, I'm an athlete. You guys don't realize that. Dude, it's easy to look at it as a joke and think like, oh, he's a clown. But hey, and he does have fun. He does have fun. He does. I think he likes that role. I think he relishes that. But man, dude's here. He's here to stay. He's here to compete. And he's showing that. And he's showing that he's willing to lay it on the line for the team. And I really do think that sparked that. Right, that game 2 with a huge comeback, because you kind of it was a little gut wrenching, right? Because Nestor just leaving it on the line, not getting the run support that he needed for that. And then we did get the lead, and then we blew it in the 8th, and you're kind of like, oh, man. And this was, again, when we look back to last season and seasons prior, where almost instantly it's an automatic loss. And again, we're looking back at like, oh, what a wasted start by Nestor. Like, our offense can't come through. Well, they came through. I mean, and it was a magical come through. That ninth inning rally was awesome to see. Great at-bats. And just good to see. And it's like, I think that Nestor effect, that spark, I think that did have a big role in that. And then the next day, bats are on fire. Now, of course, it's baseball, right? Law of averages and things cool down, and they're going to cool down. It's one game. You can't get too happy for one game. But I think he really set the momentum. I think he really kind of made his impact, and the Yankees fed off of that. So, stud of the series, Nasty Nestor. Thank you for doing what you did, my man. Good to see, and I think we're going to be feeding off of that for a while. Series done. I hate to do this because I am a big Giancarlo fan. I love Stanton. I think the fans are way too hard on him. You look at what this dude has done in the stretches where he has been the offense, talking last season and prior, and kind of like his heroics. I mean, dude, this dude has been full of heroics when it matters. For this team, and I feel like he still kind of gets that like A-Rod hate when A-Rod was choked. Like, he's not in that category, but and dude's an absolute beast. He's an absolute animal. We all know when he's right, watch out, and he's just got to get right, and he's not right at the moment. So he went 1 for 12 this series, and had an 0.83. Batting average, which brought his season average down to 203. If you look back to April 15th, he was batting 300. Season jump, you're going to have these big swings. Obviously, it's different now than, if you go 1 for 12 in June or July. Not going to make that big of a difference with your batting average, but still, for a series that was almost chock full of positives with people contributing all over. Guys like Gallo kind of getting in with his first RBI and putting some good swings on the ball. You see Rizzo hit that home run. So a lot of the guys, Donaldson got a home run. A lot of guys that were struggling kind of coming through are unsung heroes, our bench players coming through and making a difference. Trevino catching a great game with Cole. So Stan was kind of to be the one dude that kind of stood out as being like, what's going on, man? What's going on, man? He's hitting the ball hard. He's not barreling it up enough. He'll turn it around. We know he will. But in a great series, when you got to get a series done out, somebody's got to get it. Stanton got it for this one. So what we're looking forward to coming up, next series, 3-game set against Baltimore in New York. So we won't be in that crazy redesigned field at Camden Yards with that Death Valley out there. Jeez Louise, they really messed that up. But hey, good for their pitchers, I guess. I don't know. Glaber's not going to have as much fun there, I don't think. But, 3-game set against Baltimore coming up. They got the night off tonight. They'll play starting tomorrow. We should have Sevy, Gumby, and Tyone in line to pitch, unless something changes, but that's what it's looking like right now. And what we got to watch for is momentum. I talked about what Nasty Nestor did. Right, so we got to carry that momentum. We got a 10-2 offensive explosion yesterday, so let's not let the bats go quiet, especially against Baltimore. Now, I think they are throwing Zimmerman game 3. He's a tough pitcher, and Baltimore somehow, some way, always seems to find a way against us. So, but these are the games we got to capitalize on, right? We just swept the Guardians. And Baltimore's a team that we are supposed to beat, no disrespect. But this is a series that, hey, we should sweep the series, right? Zimmerman's going to give us a challenge, but we're the Yankees. We're supposed to win the series. So let's keep that momentum going. Can Stanton turn it around? Can he barrel up some balls? And can we stop running into outs? I like the aggressiveness. I want us to stay aggressive. Sometimes right now it seems a little forced, and just the season in general, it seems like we're just still running into a lot of outs. I like taking risks. I like playing small ball, but let's not lose our mind over it. Let's be smart with it. All right, let's take what we can get and make it happen, man. But hey, good series win against Cleveland. Great to see, and happy to be here, man. Happy to be here. So I don't know. This is my first episode of this Unpolished Pinstripes, Unpolished Media. I'm starting a whole network of various channels, podcasts, a whole bunch of stuff coming out. So stay tuned for all that. But here at Unpolished Pinstripes, We're not polished, right? Just the whole thing behind it, man, is that, look, it ain't perfect. Like I said, I'm producing this. I'm the host. I'm co-host. I'm the video editor. I'm all of it. Now, maybe eventually we do get polished, but I'll always try to keep some of that unpolished swagger for y'all. Go Yankees. Let's get it done. Have a great day, everybody.